There's this concept I learned about recently from Chris Williamson called the inner citadel. This is the fortress, so to speak, that people build within in order to protect themselves from the outside world. So if the world denies us of our most basic needs and desires, instead of saying we can't acquire X, Y, or Z, we'll say that the entire game is flawed. In other words, instead of playing a game that we can't win, we change the rules entirely. I'll give you an example. If I want to improve my health by losing weight, but find it too difficult, instead I will abandon the goal altogether and retreat to my inner citadel. I might say things like obesity is a social construct, or I can be healthy at any size, or there's nothing wrong with me, the whole world is just fat phobic. Here's another example. If I have trouble maintaining relationships because the only thing higher than my body count is my psychiatric bill, I might swear off monogamy altogether and claim that the entire concept is unnatural. So not only do we change the rules of the game, we also claim that we never wanted to play to begin with. Alright, so what's my point? My point is that a huge portion of the global population has completely retreated from the real world and now resides entirely in their own inner citadel, writing the rules to their own little games and changing them the moment they realize they might lose. This phenomenon has been especially prevalent in the past couple of weeks after Robert Malone made waves on the Joe Rogan podcast. The recent episode that covered some of today's most controversial topics hit upwards of 50 million views and sparked important conversations all over the world. So as they always do, the medical and scientific community reverted back to their collective child state and threw what could only be called a giant temper tantrum. They tried with all of their might to debunk Malone's claims. They pulled out all of their usual stops: name-calling, slander, character assassination. But when none of that worked to dethrone him, they did what dwarfwads have been doing since the dawn of time. The adult equivalent of telling mommy and daddy on him. They tried to have him canceled. After 2 straight years of shouting from the rooftops that private companies can do whatever they want, they changed the rules of the game. A whopping 270 doctors signed an open letter to Spotify demanding that they censor Joe Rogan and hold him and his guests accountable for spreading dangerous misinformation. Wow, 270 doctors. And by doctors, I mean nurses, writers, and podcast editors, signed in support of this cause. I mean, as somebody who's anti-censorship myself, it brings me great comfort to know that I could host a party for the entirety of my opposition in a mid-sized Boston Pizza, with social distancing. Now, I don't know if you're aware of Joe Rogan's fame and influence, or if you have any familiarity with the rabidity of his fan base, but all I can say is that things did not go well for those who put this strongly worded email together. The internet deliberated and they came to a verdict. For the attempted murder of Joe Rogan and Robert Malone's careers, the signatories were sentenced to Twitter death. The general sentiment could be summed up in 2 comments. Number 1, that disagreements should be settled through open debate, not censorship. And number 2, that this is not China, you dirty, dirty communist whore. Now, the best part of all of this is that the epidemiologist who is highlighted in the Rolling Stone article as the shit disturber to start this whole Rogan cancellation fiasco has a picture of a cloth mask as her Twitter cover photo. You know, the cloth masks that have been scientifically proven to be completely useless in mitigating the spread of viruses. The only thing I love more than drama is ironic drama. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out my brand new YouTube channel called WhatsHerFace Entertainment. I will be posting a new video there this Friday. Link will be in the description. Okay, I love you, bye.